All right, let's talk about something you're using right now, probably without even thinking about it. Information technology. It's kind of like the invisible engine running our entire modern world, the hidden backbone of, well, everything. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and make it visible. You ready? Let's dive in. Okay, just think about your typical morning coffee run. You probably order ahead on an app, right? Then you pay with a quick tap of your phone or watch. Your GPS navigates you around traffic, and you're streaming your favorite playlist the whole way. Every single one of those steps? Yeah, that's IT, working completely seamlessly in the background. It's so deeply woven into our lives that we just don't even see it anymore. A really powerful way to think about it is this. IT is literally the central nervous system of our digital world. It's not just one single thing. It's this huge interconnected web that lets everything, and I mean everything, from hospitals saving lives to you binge-watching a new show, it lets it all function. It's the system that's constantly processing and sharing information all across the globe. Okay, so that brings us to the big question, right? We throw the term IT around all the time, but what does it actually mean? Let's break it down and maybe clear up a few of those tech buzzwords that get tossed around.
So, at its very core, the definition is actually pretty simple. Information technology is all about using computers, networks, software, and data to manage and share information. And that word using is the absolute key here. IT isn't just about the technology itself, it's about the practical, hands-on application of that tech to solve real problems for real people.
And really, any IT system you can think of is built on 4 core components. First up, you've got the hardware. That's the physical stuff you can actually touch, your laptop, your phone, the servers in a data center. Then you have the software, which is basically the set of instructions and apps telling the hardware what to do. Next, networks. These are the connections, the Wi-Fi, the internet cables, the stuff that lets all these devices talk to each other. And finally, you have data. That's all the raw facts and information that gets zapped around and turned into something useful. Okay, now here's where things can get a little confusing for a lot of people. You hear these terms, IT, computer science, data science, and they often get used like they're the same thing. They're not. They are totally distinct fields with different goals. So let's clear this up once and for all. This table here does a fantastic job of breaking it down. Just look at that focus column. See? IT is all about practical application, using the tools we have. Computer science, on the other hand, is about creation, building the tools from scratch. Information systems is about integration, making different systems work together for a business. And data science, that's all about finding insights in all that data. So, a simple way to remember it, IT applies, CS creates, IS integrates, and data science analyzes. Simple as that. To really get a handle on modern IT, it helps to look back at where it all started. The supercomputer in your pocket is the end result of literally thousands of years of innovation. So let's take a quick trip back in time and see how we got here. Way back, it all started in the mechanical era with tools like the abacus. Then, boom, we leap forward to the 1940s and the first generation of electronic computers. These were massive machines running on vacuum tubes. The second generation gave us transistors, which made everything smaller and way faster. Then the third gen brought integrated circuits, which is really the bedrock of all modern computing. After that came the huge one, the fourth generation, the PC revolution. And that brings us to today, the fifth generation, which is all about mobile, the cloud, and of course, AI. And this right here just shows you how insane that evolution has been. On one side, you've got ENIAC from 1946. This thing filled a giant room, weighed tons, and could crunch about 1,000 calculations a second. Pretty impressive for its time, right? Well, on the other side is the smartphone in your pocket. It performs billions of calculations per second. Billions. The leap in power while shrinking in size, it's just staggering. It's almost hard to comprehend. Now that fourth generation, back in the 80s and 90s, that was the real game changer. It's what truly democratized computing. Thanks to the microprocessor and, crucially, graphical user interfaces, clicking on icons with a mouse, instead of typing in code, computers were no longer just for scientists and labs. They moved onto our desks, into our homes. This was the moment the PC revolution truly exploded. And that brings us right up to today. The fifth generation. The big idea now, computing is everywhere. It's not about that beige box on your desk anymore. It's in your pocket. It's on your wrist. It's in your car, your TV, your fridge. This era is defined by total mobility, by cloud services that hold all our stuff, and of course by the incredible rise of AI in just about every app we use.
So, okay, we've defined what IT is, and we've walked through its history. Now let's connect those dots and look at the massive impact it's having on, well, pretty much everything.
I mean, look at this. It really drives home the point that IT isn't just another industry. It's become the foundational layer for every other industry. Seriously, think about it. Business, government, healthcare, education, your personal life. Is there a single part of society that hasn't been totally transformed by this stuff? I don't think so.
And let's get specific for a second. In business, IT is what makes global supply chains even possible. In healthcare, we're talking AI that can help diagnose diseases and telemedicine that connects you to a doctor from your couch. Education, virtual classrooms. Government, e-governance, and smart cities. And your personal life? It's your smart home, your social media, your entertainment. It's everywhere.
So, since IT is so completely fundamental to everything, it only makes sense that it's also created a massive world of new careers and opportunities. So what does it actually look like to work in this digital age?
This really says it all. The career landscape isn't just big, it's incredibly diverse, and it's always growing, especially with new stuff like AI and cloud tech constantly pushing the boundaries.
And the amazing thing is, there's a place for almost any kind of skill set. If you're the person who loves hands-on problem solving, you could be a network admin. If you love to create and build things, software development's for you. Worried about keeping things safe? Cybersecurity is a huge and growing field. Love finding patterns in numbers or leading a team? There are data and management roles too. The point is, saying you have a career in IT can mean 100 different things.
So, we've gone on quite a journey, huh? From a simple abacus all the way to the AI living in our pockets. We've watched IT grow from this niche tool for scientists into the very fabric of our society. And that leaves us with one final, really exciting question to chew on. With computing now woven so deeply into our lives, what's next? What will that next generation of IT even make possible?